Hello friends, this video on p-block elements part 16 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So we'll start with the group 14 element, the carbon family, right? So the carbon here is the 17th most abundant element by mass in the earth crust. So we have this carbon family where we talk about carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, all these elements we'll talk about. So carbon is nothing but a very critical element, and you know that there is a special chapter in chemistry for that, the organic chemistry, because the special characteristics and usage of carbon. And the carbon exists in three allotropes and various forms actually. It exists as coal, diamond, graphite, sometimes coke, charcoal. So they are various forms, but in elemental form it exists as coal, graphite and diamond. And in combined state, it is present as the metal carbonates, hydrocarbons. There are so many hydrocarbons. In fact, if you see the organic chemistry branch itself is for this hydrocarbons. Soap is one example of hydrocarbon, right? And also, if you see the carbon dioxide, there also we have carbon. So these are in the combined state, and in the elemental state, it exists in these three forms. And as I told, the whole organic chemistry is devoted to carbon compound. And please note, organic chemistry is only with the carbon and hydrogen compounds. If you see, talk about carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, these things we study in inorganic chemistry, even if it has carbon. So because organic chemistry generally deal with the carbon, hydrogen and carbon concatenation properties, where it forms big structures with carbon. And it is essential for all the living organisms. We have good amount of carbon in our body. It's very critical for us to survive. And also if you see in the photosynthesis also carbon is used. That is also very critical. Plants use carbon dioxide to produce food using chlorophyll, right? And naturally occurring isotope, there are two. One is C12 and C13. They are the two naturally occurring carbon compound or carbon forms, and they are stable. There is one more that is there, which is not natural. It's very rare. This third isotope, it is C14, is unstable actually, and this is radioactive. This is radioactive, and this is used for radioactive carbon dating. It is used to find what is the age of a particular monument. For example, some monument is found on the earth crust, and then they'll find out what is the age of that. Or let's say we found some tree, we want to find what is the age of the tree. So these things we found using these third isotope, it is C14. This is helpful. It's very helpful actually, because in the archaeology department, if you want to find the history of all these civilizations, they want to find how old the stone is, which, let's suppose someone has got some stone somewhere by digging some mine, they want to find how old this stone is, or other stuff they can find using carbon dating process. In this C14 carbon is widely used. Silicon is also my part of carbon family, and if you see, all the sand is nothing but silicon, and they are very much abundant. They are the second most abundant in the earth crust, 27.7% by mass. And they are very important compounds to create the ceramics, cements, glass. So this is glass, the ceramic, the cement. They are very critical to create this. And silicon is also used to create semiconductors. Silicons are very useful to create semiconductors, and this is something which has driving the world now. All this IT industry, computer science, all the computers, fridge, microwave, washing machine, mobile phones, all these runs on chips, and they are all made of silicon. Silicon is a very powerful element actually, you can say that, right? So we'll discuss more about silicon also. Germanium, it exists only in trace, and when you talk about it exists mainly in the cassiterite and galena form. Lead was used earlier as a pencil. That's why it's called lead pencil. But now, since the lead is poisonous, the lead is no longer used here. So here, instead of lead, we use graphite. And what is graphite? It's nothing but carbon. So instead of lead, carbon is used in pencils now. But still, the lead pencil word holds the name. Lead was also used earlier in petrol for anti-knocking thing. But again, since the lead is poisonous, it is no longer used. And as I told, the silicon, right, and gallium, these are used to create transistors and semiconductors. The ultra pure form of silicon is used to create semiconductors, which are very, very critical for us because it has given a new dimensions to our life. It has given all the comforts we expected. In fact, you're watching this video now because you are sitting in front of a computer which is nothing but made from silicon. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.